Hey guys, it's Katie, and I'm here today to do the Ultimate Christmas Book Tag. This tag was created by Samantha from Sam's Nonsense, and it's a completely new tag this year, but I'm excited and I've sort of started to see it going around, and I'm just jumping on this bandwagon. So let's just launch right on into the questions. Number 1, what are your Christmas traditions and or your Christmas routine? So I'm interpreting this question as just kind of your Christmas traditions throughout the season. So the way that we do it in our household is the day after Thanksgiving. We put up all of our Christmas decorations, our tree, just absolutely everything. We spend the entire day, wake up early, and then just launch right on it because it takes us a solid day with 4 people to put up the entirety of our Christmas decorations. It's a lot of work, but it is so worth it in the end. And then after that, we haven't really gotten to do many of our other traditions throughout the last couple of years because I've always had exams, but typically some of the other traditions that we've done in the past is we used to go to the Nutcracker every year at the Joffrey Ballet, and then we always did a cookie making and decorating party. So me and my mom and my grandma, we would make the cookies from scratch. We have a very particular recipe we like to use, and me, my dad, and then occasionally my mom and my grandma will join in, but it's mostly me and my dad. We sit and we decorate them. Yeah, and it's a good time because we always have a lot of cookies, but it's always just the 4 of us around the holidays, so we don't do a lot of stuff. And then usually in the past we've also gone to like some kind of concert or something. Like one year we went to the Messiah, and then another year we went to the orchestra. So I mean, we always do some fun Christmassy like holiday show or something. Like we've done a Christmas Carol before, things like that. So I mean, we have a lot of traditions, but a lot of them have kind of been put on the wayside because of school and things. Pretty much since I went away to college, a lot of our Christmassy traditions have been put on hold. Number 2, your favorite Christmas book or one you want to read. And for this, I mean, I have it and it's downstairs, but I don't want to go and get it because that takes work. But and I have a lot of favorite Christmas books, but one of my ultimate favorites is called The Light of Christmas by Richard Paul Evans. It's just such a fun, beautiful Christmas book, and it's one of the books that I look forward to reading every year. It's just has such a beautiful message, and the artwork is just beautiful. Number 3, first Christmas memory. Oh man. I am not sure. I have a lot of really early memories, but I'm not sure how many of them are actually like real memories or things that I've gotten from our home video tapes. But I definitely remember. I'm going to give you 2. I don't know which one was earlier or if they were the same year. But there was one year when I was really, really young. I must have been like 3 or 4. And I remember, putting up my milk and cookies and my mom telling me, Katie, it's time to go to bed. And I did that. But then I snuck down the stairs and kind of sat on the stairs and was just kind of peeking around trying to figure out why all the lights were on and what was going on and everything. So that was one that I had. Another one that I distinctly remember is we went to the Nutcracker when I was 4, and we walked up to the orchestra pit. We had really decent seats that year, and I was just leaning over looking down in the pit, and a guy came up to me and he was just like, don't do that. And I remember being very, I didn't like that. I always feel super uncomfortable when people tell me not to do things that I've been doing because it just makes me feel bad. So yeah, those are 2 really early memories that I remember having. Number 4, favorite gift you've ever received. So for this one, I'm changing it up slightly and I'm doing specific memories of significant gifts I've had because it's too difficult to pick a favorite. But I remember when I was 6, it was Christmas Day in the evening and we were all opening gifts that we got from, different people. And I got a really cool gift from my grandparents. And I got a locket. I'd wanted a locket ever since I met this one girl when we went skiing one time. Her name was Emily. We were pen pals because we didn't see each other a lot because she lived far away. And we would always sign our letters, your half sister. And then it just got longer and longer. But she had a locket and she was telling me about it and showing it to me, and I thought it was cool. Also, I was super into the movie and musical Annie at the time, and the locket that she got and had from her parents and then ultimately received from Daddy Warbucks was like a big thing. So I was just super into wanting a locket. So I remember getting one from my grandparents that year. And then another gift that was significant that I got, or each year my uncle would get me a special ornament from Germany. He'd order them from the special catalog and then he'd give them to people. And I remember the first year I got one, I almost had a heart attack because it was made of pure gold and it was a star. And I was just like, whoa, this is insane. So I just definitely remembered that one. And I mean, I have a lot of significant memories over the years about gifts that I've received and things. But yeah, those are just some to name a few here and there. Number 5, your go-to genre to read at Christmas. So I never used to really have one. I just kind of would either pick up something random or I'd reread Harry Potter. So I mean, it was just more like specific books that I had that I read during Christmas. But over the last couple of years, I've tended to gravitate towards like historical fiction mysteries, like Dan Brown novels, as an example. I don't know why. Maybe it's because a lot of his books have kind of come out later in the year lately, but that's kind of what I've been gravitating towards since, I don't know, sophomore year of college, I think. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting choice, I think. I don't know, but I also love reading classics during Christmas, and then I will always read fantasy. It doesn't really matter what time of year it is. That's just the genre I typically go for the most, no matter what. Number 6, is there a holiday tradition you've never tried but want to? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, there are a lot of things downtown that we could do that we haven't done, like go ice skating down in Bailey Plaza, or just doing like a lot of fun outdoor activities. I mean, we've done a lot. We've done, getting our own tree. I've done Christmas caroling. We've done a lot of different shows over the years. I've never spent Christmas in another country, and it's something that I'm like tempted to do, but I also don't want to do it because I have very, very specific things and specific memories of like the holiday here. So it's something I know I want to do, but like scares me at the same time. It's weird. I know it's really weird. Let's see, what else have we done? I think probably just the outdoorsy activity things down in the city. That's just something we typically don't do a lot of besides doing the shows and things. But like ice skating in particular during this time of year, I think could be really, really fun and really cool activity to do. Number 7, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Both. I really like Christmas Eve because my grandma and I have some of our own traditions that we do every year. I grab my big box of books and we sit there on the couch after dinner and we pretty much just go through them and read as many stories as we can before she gets tired and wants to go to sleep. So, I mean, I really enjoy that. We also usually try and watch a movie or something while we wrap gifts. And so, I mean, it's just kind of a fun time. Christmas Day I really like because no matter how old I get, I am always super excited to wake up early in the morning, just always excited to see the tree and everything, and then just getting together with my family and having a great day, like cooking and eating and just spending time together. It's just always a good time. So I definitely really, really enjoy both for different reasons. 8, favorite ornament. I have a lot of favorite ornaments. I have sentimental value to a lot of them. Some of my favorites include a Clara ornament because I am a Nutcracker fanatic. I literally love the Nutcracker. It's like one of my favorite things and traditions of the season. And then I have a lot of other random ornaments that are significant or special to me. I don't know if I can pick one favorite, but the Clara one is really, really special, I think. And then I have another one of a ballerina. That's one of the oldest ones from my life. We have just a lot of significant and special ones, especially since we're a really small family, so a lot of the ornaments that we got and gathered over the years were significant or special to things, because we used to collect, like if we ever did like a big event during the holiday season, we'd get an ornament to signify that event, kind of a thing. And so, I mean, we just have a lot of traditions and sentimental values surrounding a lot of the ones that we have. But to pick a favorite, that's just really difficult, so I'm not gonna do that. Number 9, favorite Christmas movie and least favorite Christmas movie. Okay, so favorite Christmas movie, because I'm extra, I'm gonna probably name my top 5 in no particular order. I love the Santa Claus 1 and 2 with Tim Allen. They are some of our favorite Christmas movies of all. And then, of course, we love Miracle on 34th Street, both old and new. There's a bit of a split in the house. I'm the only one that typically likes both of them, I think. We also have a certain affection in our hearts for Elf. And then I love Eloise at Christmas Time. And I don't know really anyone who's seen it besides me, but you should go watch it because Julie Andrews is in it. And it's just so fun. And there are books. It's a book series. I don't remember who wrote it, but it's just adorable and wonderful and lovely, and I just love it. I mean, Eloise has such a special place in my heart, and I mean, I love the other Eloise movie too, but the Eloise at Christmas is like literally my favorite. I just love it, and I have to watch it every year. I mean, all the ones that I've named, I have to watch every year, but I really, really love Eloise. And then over the last couple of years, I've become garbage for Hallmark. My grandma got me into Hallmark. My parents want nothing to do with it, but I love it. It's just, they're such feel-good, happy, cheesy, lovely little movies, and they're just a really good time. As for least favorite Christmas movie, I mean, I've technically got a couple of those as well, but the most controversial of the lot, I'm not a fan of A Christmas Story. I didn't grow up with it, and I saw it when I got a little bit older, and I'm just like, why do people love this movie? And it made me die inside, and it's just so uncomfortable. And it probably also has to do with something that I'm very, very particular with the type of humor that I like, and that's not it. Yeah, that's the big one that's super controversial. I'm also just like not the biggest fan of Die Hard, because I know a lot of people classify that as a Christmas movie. I am not one of them. I am not a fan of Die Hard as a Christmas movie. It's just not at all. Despite the fact that it takes place on Christmas Day, I do not care. It's not a Christmas movie. Are there other ones I'm not a fan of? Probably. but I can't quite think of them off the top of my head. So those two are definitely up there. Number 10, online shopping or in store. So this is a double-edged sword. I prefer shopping in person during the holidays. However, due to chaotic, busy lifetime things, I tend to do most of my shopping online. So, like, while I might go into a bookstore or in the mall or something and walk around and find things that I think are really, really great, I won't buy them. I'll usually get them online at another time. So I guess browse in store and buy online. So both. Number 11, favorite Christmas song and least favorite Christmas song. Favorite Christmas song, I don't know if I have a favorite, but some of my tops are Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, O Come All Ye Faithful, Silent Night, things like that. And least favorite Christmas songs, I am not a fan of a lot of the pop ones. I don't hate all of them, but I'm not a fan of, Wonderful Christmas Time. There's something about it rubs me the wrong way. I mean, like, will I listen to it one time during the season and then be sick of it for the rest of the season? Yeah, I like it at first, and then I get really irritated as time goes on because it gets so overplayed. And same with Last Christmas. It's just so overplayed, and you just don't hear a lot of the other ones. And then there are versions of songs I don't like. So, I mean, while I might love the overall song in general, if the version is not the one that I like, I'm not going to like it. Like, I remember listening to the radio earlier today in the car, and I was listening to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by someone who wasn't Judy Garland. And I was just like, okay, this is fine. Like, I like this song, but I am not a fan of this version because it's not the Judy Garland version. So I'm picky that way. So it's like, well, I might not hate the song if I don't like who's singing it or the version or what they've done to it, then I'm just screaming inside. And number 12 is favorite Christmas flavor. So I love cinnamon everything, but it has to be real cinnamon. Artificial cinnamon is something that I used to enjoy, but then something happened and I had like an allergic reaction or something, and I never had it again, or I've had it in less quantities or something. So I'm very careful with artificial cinnamon. And then I love pfeffernusse, which for those of you who aren't familiar with that, it's a kind of, it literally translates to pepper nut. So it's just like taking gingerbread and nutmeg and kind of combining. It's like a spicy gingerbread, kind of. It's hard to describe it, but there are really good cookies out there, and I am a fan. It's just a really good time. I think it's my German heritage. And then I really like peppermint, like, obviously. And I mean, you know, hot chocolate is always great. Probably my top 3 favorite flavors. So yeah, those are all the questions. I had a really great time filming this. It's just a really great, perfect tag for this time of year. If you want to do it, feel free. So as always, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media. I have a Twitter and a Goodreads, which are always linked below. And I will come back with another video for you guys again soon. Okay,